Hey everyone. Hey. Hopefully my mic's working. Don't really have a lot of settings set up right now. I just noticed it looks like we're $30 more on Streamlabs there for our E3 fund. I didn't get any notifications on my phone about that. So I'm just checking out the donations there. I feel like I missed a donation. Zach, I thought you were going to bed, my man. Hey, Johnny, Victor, Mr. Phalange. So I'm just checking my E3 fund donations. We're $30 higher than last time I checked. So I'm just okay, it wasn't a donation today. I'm just seeing where Zach. Zachary Sweeney. Were you, did you donate and I didn't notice? I must not have noticed your donations before. Let me make sure they're actually here on the back end. Okay, yeah, they're there. Alright, cool. Anyways. Oh, man. Let's have a talk. Hey, there, it finally popped up. Hey guys, so I wasn't going to stream about any of this, but, you know, sometimes when things irk me, the best thing to do is get it off my chest. I sent out a few tweets earlier, but, over the past, 2 or 3 videos I've released, it's kind of become commonplace for people to want to, you were drunk, I was drunk when I got the donation. Yeah, I was pretty drunk that night. Yeah, I admit, Friday night didn't go according to plan. Remember how I said, oh, I'm early streaming so I could go do something? Yeah, that something was going to bed. Anyways. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm not here to talk about Friday night. So, yeah, the past few videos, there's been some accusations. And they're completely false for the most part. And it made me realize that maybe I haven't been transparent enough about this stuff. I feel like I've been transparent. But I'll just put this out here again. I believe I've said this before. If I haven't, I apologize. But don't buy me games. Let me be clear about this. I appreciate when people buy me games on Switch. I appreciate when people send me eShop credit for Switch. I appreciate all of that stuff. But I didn't ask you to do it. There's a reason that we don't have a where it says super chat or donate. So either get us to E3 or help pay for what we do here. Don't buy me stuff. Because what happens when people buy you things is they expect something from you for buying it. If you buy me a game on Switch, bare minimum, you expect me to play that game. I understand this. When people gift me games, I understand it comes with the pretense that they want me to play the game. And chances are, if you buy me a game on Switch, even though I keep telling people not to do it, if you buy me the game, I probably will at least play the game one time. But some people tend to get upset at the fact that if someone bought me a game, that I didn't sit there and spend my entire life playing that game. I'll give you one example. A commenter recently put up how they think it was wrong of me to have because a fan bought Fire Emblem Warriors for me, and I haven't beaten the game. The reality isn't that I didn't have a good time with Fire Emblem Warriors, but that I was having fun with a lot of other games at the same time. So I was having more fun with those games than I was with Fire Emblem Warriors. And this is probably going to be true of Resident Evil 2 Revelations that I have. I'm probably going to play a bit more of Warriors and Revelations 2 as we move forward. So a little bit more of LA Noire as well. But the thing is you can't buy my free time. This is why I don't like when people buy me games. or send me eShop credit, because they put these arbitrary expectations on me that I don't want to exist. I don't want you buying me games because it makes you feel like I am obligated to spend tons and tons of my free time playing these games. And that's just not going to happen. I'm going to play the games that I enjoy, that I want to spend time with. As I always tell people, we only get this one life. Maybe you believe in reincarnation and that we're reborn or whatever, but we're only alive on this planet one time. And I'm going to spend that time when I have free time, and when I choose to use my free time to play games, I'm going to spend it on the games I want to play. If that happens to mean I'm playing Age of Empires on my computer, then I'm playing that, or playing World of Warcraft, or playing Breath of the Wild, or NBA 2K, or whatever the game may be. I'm going to play the games that I want to play. There are times I am obligated to play a game specifically for you guys. One of those obligations is if we do game reviews. As an example, we did a game review of Tiny Metal, I believe, in January or February, one of those 2 months. I think it was January. And so I was obligated to play and beat Tiny Metal. But that's the only time I'm obligated to do something specifically for you guys in terms of my free time. And even then, I don't consider when I'm playing Tiny Metal that month to be free time. I'm working. I am making a review of this game. So every hour and every minute I spend playing it is focused on creating content. Now, when people buy me games, even though I keep telling people not to, when they buy me games, I just want you guys to know, because I'm sure this is going to happen. You guys are going to keep buying me games because you guys are way too generous. You really shouldn't be doing it, but thank you so much. I want you to know that there is no obligation on my part to ever play that game. I liken it to when it's my birthday or it's Christmas and people buy me a bunch of games. Whether they were on my Christmas list or not, or on my birthday list or not. Usually they're not, because I'll just say Switch games. And they just buy me a bunch of games. Do you think my parents and my best friends and all that stuff really care how long I spent playing the games? Of course they don't. They might care if I turned around and just sold them. That I can understand being upset about. But you can't buy my free time. You just can't. It's not possible for you to buy my free time, because I'm going to use my free time how I want to use it. And with my 676 hours of gameplay over the past year, maybe half of that was spent on live streams or so. But the rest of that was me playing the games I want to play when I want to play them. A lot of my hours in NBA 2K18 are not on stream. A lot of my hours in Breath of the Wild are not on stream. Almost all of my hours in Odyssey are not on stream. And Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle are not on stream, etc. because I wanted to play those games. So the way I always look at it as, if you choose to buy me games or give me eShop credit, even though I specifically never asked you to do it, what you have to understand is that I am only guaranteeing you I will boot up and try the game out. I am not, just like when indie, I get emails like this all the time. A lot of indie developers will email me and hand me a download code, right, for their game. And what they expect in return for that free game is that not only do I play it, I create coverage of it on my YouTube, and that I that I spend a lot of time with it. Maybe I live stream it, etc. No, I never asked you to send me that. I don't want that obligation. I don't want an obligation that I need to use my time to do something that I would rather be doing something else. So the thing is, I don't think Fire Emblem Warriors, in this example, is a bad game. I really enjoy Fire Emblem Warriors. The thing is, I have a lot of other games on my Switch that I would rather play. So I play those games instead. I might eventually get back to Fire Emblem Warriors and all these other games that people might have bought for me. But I don't make any promises about my free time for things I never asked to get. I am thankful that people send me things. I am appreciative that people send me things. But you can't buy my time, okay? The only time you can buy my time is when I specifically say, hey, look, if we get a bunch of super chats, if we get a bunch of donations, this live stream is going to go for a longer period of time. That happened on Friday. It went from a 2-hour live stream through a series of super chats and donations to becoming a 6-hour live stream. I let you know when it's possible to buy my time for me to be on longer. As an example, I will stream longer tonight and talk to you guys longer if we were getting super chats and donations and things were getting nuts, because I love spending time with you guys, and I obviously have time in this moment to do it. Now, when you talk about Justin Gilder, I'm a big Bucks fan. I am. They beat the 76ers tonight. Amazing comeback. Jabari Parker, Zeller, Giannis, Bledsoe, they all were fantastic. It was great. It was one of the best Bucks games of the year, to be honest. Especially since we beat the 76ers when they were at full strength. And the 76ers had 2 20-point leads. Just crazy. Crazy, crazy game. I wish I was there. Especially with the 76ers fans there in protest of Brogdon's Rookie of the Year. Anyways. PSA to anyone buying Nate games. He doesn't want them. The thing is, I'm appreciative of it. Like, in the case of Fire Emblem Warriors, I was going to buy Fire Emblem Warriors myself. Somebody else bought it for me to save me money. But here's the thing. I bought in a lot of games on my Switch that I haven't spent a lot of time with, that I spent my money on. Like, if I just open up my Switch here, Payday 2 is an example. I've played it for like 2 or 3 hours. I might put in another 7 hours in it, but otherwise, I spent $50 on that. Probably not going to play it much. I bought Yooka-Laylee. I've only played it for a couple hours. I bought... let's see here. I bought One Two Switch. I've played that for like 2 hours. I bought... Well, Uno was not... I don't think Uno was specifically paid for by me. I'm just going through my list of games I haven't played that much. I bought Double Dragon 4. I haven't played it very much. I played a little bit. I bought Rocket League. I haven't played Rocket League that much. Like, I'll buy games and then end up not playing them much. And I don't know that I'm not going to play them much when I buy it. Like, when I was planning to buy Fire Emblem Warriors, I thought I was going to play it a bunch. I didn't think I was going to play it as much as Hyrule Warriors because I'm not as big into Fire Emblem as I am Zelda. But I thought, I might get a good 10 or 20 hours in. And it turns out that wasn't the case for me. I didn't get 10 or 20 hours in. In fact, I got... I'm checking my playtime right now in Fire Emblem Warriors. Let's see here. Fire Emblem Warriors. Pretty sure it's not much. I've not played much of Fire Emblem Warriors. Oh, geez. It's not even listed. I haven't played it recently, so it's not even listed right now. Is there a limit on how many games it shows? I have more games than this. There must be a limit on how many games it puts in. I have NBA Playgrounds. I haven't played much of it. Like, I don't feel like... just because the same thing was true of myself. When I bought something, it doesn't make me feel obligated to play it a bunch. Sometimes I'll buy things because I want to support the developers, because I want more things like that to exist. Other times, I do plan to play. It's a hard conversation to have, I guess, when you look at it like that. There are other accusations that have flown out there about me. Faking playtime, that was one that came up today. Like, I put up my 1-year anniversary Switch video, and someone accused me of faking playtime of games. And yet, they believe my playtime of NBA 2K18, but they think all my other playtime is fake. And what they mean is basically that I boot up a game on my Switch, I set my Switch down, I walk away, I come back several hours later, and then save the game, and there's a whole bunch of gameplay hours. Why would I do that? And if I did that, wouldn't I do that on the games that people bought for me to make them feel better? Why would I do that on all the games I also happen to like play? My top played games also happen to be my favorite games on Switch. Let's see here. I've spent 155 hours on Breath of the Wild. It's my favorite Zelda game of all time, and I'm a Zelda guy. And I've beaten it in normal mode and the DLC. And I'm working on 100% master mode, but I guess that time is fake. 45 hours in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Most of that was spent playing with you guys and a little bit with my family on live streams. 90 plus hours in Super Mario Odyssey. I've beaten the game and I'm working on 100%ing all the moons. Okay. Let's see here. 75 hours in Splatoon 2. Really? I faked that? You can go ahead and ask people in the live stream right now if I've been faking my Splatoon 2 time, considering that most of that 75 hours has been spent playing with you guys. 160 hours in NBA 2K18. Remember, that time's true. 155 hours in Breath of the Wild. 75 hours in Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Yeah, I only beat the game and played some of the DLC. Yep, that's fake. My 15 hours in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That must be fake, right? Heck, my 15 hours I spent reviewing Tiny Middle. Fake. Fake! Oh, my Snipper Clips time is deleted. Sad day. It was only like 2 or 3 hours. Anyways, the point is that why would I be faking my playtime? I don't care about my playtime. I think it's neat to go in and look at it, but you know how often I look at my playtime? The only time besides this conversation right now that I even looked at my playtime was 1, adding up my hours that I played in the past year, and 2, when the bug was coming out that like people's playtime was being deleted. I looked at my playtime then, and then I looked at my playtime for that video. Otherwise, I don't give a crap about my playtime. I hardly ever check it. I hadn't even realized that NBA 2K18 was my top played game until this past weekend. So, who cares? What other accusations have flown out there? There was someone yesterday that said that I'm a Zelda fanboy who DOSed somebody, and I think they're talking about the Jim Sterling situation where like he gave an unfavorable quote unquote. The thing is, he actually gave Breath of the Wild like on Jim Sterling's scale. The rating he gave Breath of the Wild was that Breath of the Wild's a good game. It's just not as good as a lot of other people were making it out to be. And when he put up his review on his website got DOSed. I wasn't part of that. I don't even know how to do that. The only time I went to the website was to read his review, and I read it before he got DOSed. I literally subscribe to Jim Sterling. I watch every single Jimquisition he puts up. I've tweeted to him. I have a lot of respect for him. Why would I DOS him for putting up a bad review or what's perceived as a negative review of a Zelda game? He's allowed to have that opinion. If you guys know anything about me, I don't get mad at people for not liking things. Just like I'm not mad when there's fans out there that don't like me. Just if you're gonna make these statements like about stuff about me, at least use facts. I hate when people try to hate on me by making up stuff. I don't understand why people have the propensity to need to make up stuff about me. There's plenty of things you can point out about me that are terrible and that you don't like and you think are horrible. You can as an example, there's people that might not watch me or watch any more of my videos because I drink things like tequila on my live streams and they don't want to support drinking kind of stuff. Like there's that. There's people who I'm obese and they don't want to support the idea of supporting a creator who is, obese and overweight and living an unhealthy lifestyle or whatever the case may be. And, there's things like I've talked about in my past about the 2011 situation at Zelda Informer. I've talked about that at length here before, and people can hate on me for that. There's plenty of reasons to dislike me. You can just dislike my opinions. You can think I'm an idiot. You can think I don't know my research. You can think my editing is bad or the audio's bad and blah, 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 blah. A zillion reasons to hate on me that are factual. But why make up? Why just make up stuff? I guess the reason is to get me to do streams like this, right? Where I rant a little bit. I'm not even upset. I think it's just annoying. It's just annoying. That's all. And I'm not really letting the stuff get to me. It doesn't put me down. It's just interesting. I always wonder what the mindset is of people who claim to have liked my content but then don't like it because of stuff they are imagining in their head and don't really have evidence for. I mean, the only evidence as an example that I have doctored my gameplay was what? During a live stream when I think I was playing Breath of the Wild and I went upstairs and didn't come back for 2 hours. I guess that maybe added 2 hours of gameplay to my Breath of the Wild that wasn't real, but that wasn't intentional. You guys know that my children woke up and I was trying to go deal with that. And if you know anything about my 4-year-old son, he's very difficult to get back to sleep. And then once I finally got him to sleep, I was giving a back rub to my fiance to help her fall asleep. I have a family. Sometimes during my live streams, I have to get up out of nowhere and go take care of something because I have a family here. I work from home. I got to deal with things like that. Nothing's ever intentional. But it is what it is, Now, I haven't read much of the chat, so let me just check out what people are saying. And the thing is, what annoyed me, I think, about the person who talked about the specifically, doctoring my gameplay times and stuff, is that it's someone who actually used to come to our live streams and was someone who seemed very supportive of me a few months ago. I don't know what happened to make them flip their mind. Maybe it was my live streams that made him flip his mind. I have no idea. But yeah, I don't know. Let me just see what people are saying in the chat. Make sure you guys are probably having an awesome conversation. Let's see here. Yeah, so like the $2,000, that we needed, like the E3 fund, that's what we needed for me to be comfortable with booking hotels and flights. Because if I have to cancel the hotel or cancel the flight, there's cancellation fees, and I want to make sure that I have enough money to cover the cancellation fees, and not make it so the only money I have was to cover. Like, say you guys gave $1,000 and it costed me $1,000 to cancel hotel, cancel flights, and everything, because you still have to pay for like a night at the hotel when you cancel. You still have to pay, like, depending on how late we end up needing to cancel, you could end up having to pay for half of the flights, and blah, 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 blah. Where if we only had $1,000 and all $1,000, all it did was go to cancellation fees, I thought that would be pretty upsetting to many of you guys. That's why we set the 2,000 mark for me to make bookings, because even if we end up having to cancel, we're at least still going to have some money left over to get equipment. But here's the thing. I also set it at 2,000 because the reality is when we hit the 2,000 mark, that makes me very, very confident we're going to E3 this year. We need to hit the 35. I technically need more than $3,500 to go to E3. The whole E3 trip's going to cost me like $5,000. Going to cost me $1,500 hopefully, because you guys covered $3,500 of it. But yeah, like that's what it's looking at right now. Talked to my fiance. I've been talking to other people in my family, trying to work out situations to help my fiance out with watching the kids, because she's gonna go nuts if she has to have them for 5-6 straight days. It's really gonna be longer than that too, because when I get back from E3, I'm gonna have a lot of footage I need to mess with and edit and put together. So I'm still gonna be working long hours and need help with the kids. But yeah, it's something that looks like it's happening. And yeah, let's hopefully get to that 3,500 goal. It says 87 days to go. I probably should adjust that. I can't really wait until the last minute, like the last day before E3 to get all the funds. I really need the funds probably a good month before E3. So we'll get March, April. Probably by the end of April or halfway through May, we're going to need all of the funds. I mean, you guys keep donating to it, and I could use it for spending money when I'm in LA. But yeah, let's hit that $3,500 mark. Then we gotta worry about it. Then we gotta worry about any cancellation fees. Who needs cancellation fees? Psh. Let's see here. Let's see here. People asking for the Discord link. I'll give you the Discord link. I only ever really give it during live streams. Maybe I link it on the podcast videos too. I can't remember. I know, obviously, if you join us at patreon.com/Nintendo Prime for as little as $1 a month, you also get a Discord link. And you get a special role in your own room that's for patrons only. But Duo's not here, I don't think, so I'll give you my Discord link there. There you go. For anyone who's in the chat who wants to get in our Discord and join the fam. Let's see here. So there were finally some sales number for FIFA 18 on Switch. 500K, cool. I have no idea. I haven't looked at any news over the weekend here, so. Jack Angel says, I know where you're coming from between work and personal obligations. I only have so much time. I have a huge backlog on Switch. I want to play more Splatoon 2 Rocket League Online. Yeah, that's a big thing too, is I'm a parent of 3. Yes, this is my job, and because this is my job, I get to play more games while I'm working than normal for most people, which is 0. But still, a vast majority of my gaming time is when I'm not working at Nintendo Prime, when I am not doing live streams. And I mean, it's my free time. How can someone try to dictate how I spend my free time just because they gifted me something, right? It's like if someone, like my parents, as an example, the 4K TV I have right now in the man cave. My parents bought me that 4K TV. They bought it for Christmas, and I have watched maybe 3 shows on it. I've barely used it. In fact, I might use it tonight before I go to bed, just to watch some shows on Netflix. But the thing is like my parents aren't mad at me or trying to dictate to me how much TV and how much time I should be using that TV. All they care is that it gets used at all, and it does get used. We use it for movie nights with my children. We don't do those movie nights very often, about once every other week, because of all the activities going on. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. You can't dictate how I spend my time. Let me see. See what people, yeah, dude, like being accused of faking my playtime. Why? I don't care about my playtime, but because I have fans that are friends with me on my Switch because I want to impress them or something. I don't give a crap, man. If I give a crap about that, would I let NBA 2K18 be my top played game? I don't think so. Because there's a lot of people that do like to judge me, like, oh my god, you like sport. Yeah, I love sports games. I've always loved sports simulation games. I'm always going to. You wait till you see if Madden comes to the platform, man. If an honest-to-goodness Madden comes on Switch, that's a full version of the game, not some, old version ported with the new name, or, the new year on it or whatever, new cover athlete. If it's the actual current version of the game, just wait till you see how many hours of Madden I put in on this platform, man. It's going to be nuts. I won't be surprised if it goes north of 300. Freaking love sports simulation games. Let's see here. Anyone remember when Nate's son made a live stream at like 4 a.m.? Dude, yeah. He's done it twice. Hasn't done it since because I've been making sure my office is locked at night. I have an outside lock on it, and then I have an inside lock. And as long as I have both of them locked, he hasn't figured out how to get in. They're actually easy locks to undo, but at his age, at 4, he hasn't figured it out yet. So, he had it like that, and then he likes to sneak in the middle of the night because he wants to play video games. The thing is, I almost want to get mad at him, but I was doing the same thing when I was a kid. Oh, my parents are sleeping. Let me sneak up and play my Game Boy or play the NES. Or as I got older, start playing PC games as trying to block the light from shining down the hallway onto my dad's eyes. Oh, man. I don't remember many nights. So it's I can't even really get mad at him for doing it because I did the same stuff. But just trying to make him understand some personal boundaries. Okay, so you woke up at 4 a.m. and you played Mario Odyssey for 3 hours. You're probably done playing games for the rest of the morning, and you're probably going to need to take a nap today because you've been up since 4 a.m. Let me see. See what else. Anything good on 3DS this year? Says me reads. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything good on 3DS. I'm not a big 3DS person, so I literally have sold every 3DS I own, I think, at this point. I'm trying to think if I still have my new Nintendo 3DS, not the XL version, the one with the faceplates. I think I might have sold that one too. Or maybe I haven't. I don't know. I'd have to look around. I mean, there's still 3DSs in my house. There's a 2DS XL that my daughter has, and then a regular 2DS that my son has. So, there's still... The platform still exists in our house. I just don't have one anymore because I don't play it, and I haven't played 3DS since the release of Triforce Heroes. That might have been the last time I played 3DS. Probably. When I worked at Zelda Informer, the whole reason I had the 3DS to play Zelda games. So, oh, I did play the demo of Pokemon Sun and Moon. I did play that. Early days of Nintendo Prime. Yeah, Mark, E3's over halfway. We got to hit that 3,500 goal. I need to change the days. Really, we don't have 87 days to hit it. We have... Let's see if I can do the math here. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 56, 63. We got about 63 days. We basically have 2 months to hit the 3,500 goal. Because that's when I'm locking everything in. And that's also when, after that point, cancellation fees become really expensive. Really, really expensive. So, we're going to lock everything in 2 months. So, can't wait. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, baby. I believe in it. I believe in 2 months we can get that money. Autism? Yeah. With my son, my 4-year-old son, we don't know if he has autism. He has some signs of it, but it's not like this extreme version of it. So it's something that we can, basically we feel like we can handle and deal with. If it ever gets to a point that we're just struggling too much, we'll probably actually get him tested and checked out. So I'm not going to say he doesn't have autism. We don't really know. For the most part, he can be a normal kid all the time. He's got no learning disabilities. Just little tiny things here and there. But nothing major. Nothing that we're really that concerned about right now. So, let's see here. You have to work tomorrow, Johnny? So do I. Did you know I work like 6 days a week? Yeah. Didn't really work yesterday. Because, well, I don't know if you can see. There's, I don't know what's showing up on camera. There's paint on my arm and stuff. Yeah, I was painting my grandmother's laundry room. She was moving her laundry room from the basement upstairs. She got rid of her office. It's actually my dad's old bedroom. And I had to repaint the ceiling and the walls and everything, get it set up for a laundry room that she's having installed on Tuesday. So, because she's getting knee replacement surgery in a week, and obviously will not be able to go up and down stairs for a long time. So she's just going to have her laundry room upstairs, because my grandpa's not going to do laundry. He's very much an old school kind of like, a woman takes care of the house, I pay the bills. It's kind of the era he comes from. So she's still going to have to be doing laundry while having a bum knee. Let's see here. What else are people saying here? Private Discord for the OG Prime community. Jeez. Neil, I'm 16, man. Money goes directly into my Switch and Xbox. Nice. Just seeing, just catching up on the chat. Wish I could say that I just moved into my own place last week, so money going to more bills. But now I have a bachelor pad. Ah, nice, Neil. You got a bachelor pad now? Dude, I remember when I had a bachelor pad. Those days were fun, man. Having 3 children makes me miss the bachelor pad days. Bachelor pads were the greatest, man. There was even, like, there's some days that I miss when I was homeless and sleeping in my car for 3 months. That happened when I was younger. Like, there's some nights I wish that I was just homeless and in my car. Even my car right now, which can't go anywhere because the exhaust pipe's laying on the ground. I can still turn the car on. It still runs, so I can still warm it up. Just need to slap it on the end of a road somewhere. Just to get away. Just to get away. Let's see what else is going on here. Scrolling down. Neil, Mark, Justin, you guys got to jump on the Discord. We got a special project going on over there. A special project. A special project. You guys working on projects behind my back? I'm just kidding. You guys do what you want. It's your life. Have fun with it. Let's see here. NFL Blitz 2000, dude. NFL Blitz 2000 was the bomb diggity. Loved NFL Blitz. Let's see what else is going on. CSM on the front end. What, Be Righteous? I don't even know what that means, man. Stocking at Walmart, you're going to be pretty yeah. Dude, stocking jobs are tough. I didn't have one at Walmart. I had one at Best Buy once. And God, well, everything at Best Buy felt like it was bulky. Because I was working back in the TV area. Mark Greenberg says he's rewatching the beginning. I just want to say, I hope if you get a game, I don't care if you play it. I only do games instead of money if I have a spare gift card or something. So yeah, well that's the thing, Mark. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not upset that fans buy me games. I just want fans to know that I don't really want you to buy games because I don't want you to give me that or put that expectation on me to have to play tons and tons of the game, because it's probably not going to happen unless it's a game. Like, as an example, if a new Zelda game's coming out, yeah, I'm probably going to play a ton of that Zelda game. But here's the thing. You might buy me a copy, but why buy me a copy of that when I'm going to keep telling you, no, don't, because I have the pre-order edition, you know, like I have a special edition pre-ordered or whatever. Like the games that I really want bad, I'm probably going to end up already having. It's very rare that you're going to catch me in a situation where I don't have a game that I really want. Like I want to play Kirby Star Allies, right? As an example. But it's not a game that I really feel like I need. So I probably won't be picking it up day one. Someone else buys it for me, they buy it for me. Doesn't guarantee I'm going to play a crap load of it, because it's not a game that I know I'm going to play a ton of. Maybe I try it out and I end up loving it, and then I keep playing it nonstop. Next thing you know, I put in 60 hours, but I don't know that. I have a feeling it's not going to be that kind of game. Whereas Pokemon, I guarantee you, because I'm forcing myself, I'm putting at least 30 hours, I'm sure, into Pokemon. Because I want to see if I can get back into the franchise. So I'm going to give it a fair shot. But I honestly don't know, besides Pokemon, what the next big game is on Switch I'm going to sink a bunch of hours into. Probably Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. I know I have not played it yet, and I really want to, so I'll probably sink a good amount of hours into it, assuming that it runs and that it's not like a WWE 2K18 situation. Let me see. Zachary Sweeney says, emotional day on the Discord. What happened on the Discord today? I know you said your little piece on the patron chat, and I appreciate your kind words, sir. I obviously have a lot of appreciation for all of you guys, whether you support us financially or just by watching our stuff and enjoying our streams. I really appreciate it. It's been kind of a day of reflection, right? Like, no Prime news this weekend like I wanted. No Prime comments either, because I made that one video and it just kind of wore me out, exhausted my content creation mode, because it was emotional. It took me a couple days to write up the script, and then obviously read it. That the actual video part didn't, because I always knew for my 1 year look back on Switch that I was going to be the footage was just going to be my unboxing video of Switch. So I knew that the actual editing part wasn't going to be that difficult. But it was writing the script and recording it and being in the right frame of mind. Because Switch has really changed everything. It's changed everything for me. Even though, we're Nintendo Prime and we're going to exist hopefully beyond Switch's lifespan and into future generations of hardware, Switch is really what got us off the ground. Because Nintendo Prime has been around since, February 2016. And really didn't take off until Switch came out. And Switch changed everything. It made me want to make more content. So, yeah. Like, Switch means a lot. I have a strong attachment to this hardware. I've never had an attachment to a piece of hardware before. And I understand, like, the basis is it's a piece of tech, right? Who cares? You're going to upgrade it and replace it down the line. And I will. I don't know if I'll ever, if a Switch XL or something comes out, I'll buy it and it'll become my new main Switch. But I think this OG Switch, I think I'm going to always own this OG Switch. Unless hopefully I never have to sell it for financial reasons. Just because of what it meant to me. What it meant to Nintendo Prime, Might just wall mount this bad boy somewhere when I finally upgrade to a different Switch and replace it. Or if it ends up getting dropped in liquid nitrogen, then it's really going to be going in a case. But I don't honestly think we're hitting 100,000 subscribers this year, so I'm not too worried about that situation coming up. Let me see here. I'm just reading some stuff. I think if EA has to be at least a little interested in Switch. Maybe Nick. I don't know. I can't confirm those sales figures. I haven't looked up anything. CSM Customer Service Manager. You think I should know that? I've worked in customer service before. Front end of the store, checkout registers. Yeah. I used to do cashiering at Walmart, but I don't think I ever called them CSMs. So far I've done stocking, one touch. Okay, you guys are just talking about working. Basically just said the same thing in general chat. Then M said that the MP community and a few of his close friends are the reasons he didn't end his life. What? Hold on. I mean, someone just said I'm going to have to read that after the fact. I don't want to get... This is like personal stuff, so I'm not going to get too deep into it, even though it's happening on our public Discord. But man, I mean, I guess I'm glad that myself and our community had an impact on someone's life in a positive way, like prevented them from committing suicide. That's huge. Honestly, to me, that's probably my greatest achievement as a content creator is forget supporting my family. Don't commit suicide. It's stupid. There's always a reason to live that's more important than the reason you want to kill yourself. Always. In almost every situation. Maybe someone could come up with some crazy, highly unlikely, never happens scenario. But, yeah. Like, if you're someone, like, the fact that man, I'm going to cry almost. I didn't realize, like, the stuff we do here, uplifted someone so much that maybe it helped them not commit suicide. That's... Man. All right. Let's move on. I feel like it's a happy thing, but a sad thing. Tearing up. So let's see what else is being talked about. Emotional, as he said. Emotional. Did they ever fix the glitch with the playtimes on the Nintendo Switch after a year? So Angry Apple. I was gonna do an update on this tomorrow during our Prime News. I might even do an update sooner because I might double up the Prime News. I might do like Prime News summary of the weekend events and then a Prime News, like an actual Monday Prime News. I haven't decided yet. It'll probably just be one Prime News, knowing me. But the update on that story is that Nintendo has now officially confirmed our data is safe. It is a bug. They have not released a fix yet. They're still working on a fix, but they have assured us that our playtime is safe. So whenever they release the patch, that or 10 days after the bug occurs for you, your playtime will return. Now, we knew the 10-day thing as of this weekend. We didn't know the 10-day thing for sure when I made that Prime News video, but over the weekend, media members hit their 10 days and then got their playtime back. So it was already confirmed from media members, and now Nintendo officially came out and said, look, your play data is safe. You're going to get everything back. So you don't really have to worry too much about it. It's a bug that should have never happened, should have never made it public, should have only hit media at worst before it got fixed, but there'll be a future update. I'm hoping it hits this week that takes care of it, so no one else has to experience it who got Switch after launch. Lots of people who work at Walmart. Nice. I used to work at Walmart too. I was just a cashier though. Didn't do anything special. I worked a long time at Kmart. Kmart was my job from age 15 to 19. I worked all over the store. Started as a cashier. We're back in electronics. Worked sporting goods. I don't know if I ever worked the jewelry counter at Kmart. I did work the supposed to be for people above me, but I worked the customer service counter a few times too. Even though I was never trained to do it. Very interesting trying to approve a return of an item when I'm not a manager. And it's probably why Kmart went out of business. Like, the manager would, like, give me their keys and go on break, and then, like, all I have to do is turn the key to approve things. It didn't even have to enter a code. It was really weird. I don't know. Kmart was just a weird place back then. Like, really, my buddy could be coming in and processing returns. I know it's all on camera, but you might not be any wiser. I turn the key and approve the return because they show me a receipt. Yeah. Anyways. Ugh. Whatever. Kmart went out of business in my area, so it's not just weird. Just weird back then. So, like, when Johnny said there, just to retouch on suicide, he says that I believe suicide is a selfish thing because you aren't thinking of how others will feel afterwards. Doing so would hurt others more than you can imagine. But that's just me. What you have to remember about suicide is, obviously we can talk about how it's selfish, but here's the thing. When someone's considering committing suicide, they're usually doing it to consider ending their own suffering. Whatever that suffering might be, mental, physical, or otherwise. They are experiencing extreme pain in some way, to the point that to them it's easier to just end their life than deal with that pain. Because this is just a very, very minor example. As I have, my knee's always hurting. My left knee hurts all the time. It keeps me awake at night. Sometimes I have a hard time falling asleep. Every now and then it pops, and then I'm in excruciating pain for the rest of the day. It sucks. It sucks, and I deal with it. I've talked about my knee before, but it is what it is. But let's just say that pain just got to a point that I couldn't live with myself anymore. Like, the pain is so intense that I can't handle it, and I've been dealing with it for years, and I just don't want to live anymore. Like, that happens. And as selfish as that may be, what people don't understand when someone makes that decision with suicide, this isn't me promoting people doing suicide, it's me explaining the thought process and why I'm not necessarily comfortable just calling it a selfish act, is because no one else is experiencing that pain. So, like, as an example, if I killed myself, my fiance would be devastated, my children would be devastated, my family would be devastated. A lot of people would be devastated and emotionally impacted, and my kids would be impacted for the rest of their lives. I don't know, my fiance would be impacted for a while, probably maybe for the rest of her life as well. I'm not sure. I'm not her. Who knows? But what I know is that if I did it, it's because no one else is carrying the burden of pain that I am. So as much as me offing myself might hurt other people, I have determined that the amount of pain I am suffering is 1,000 times worse than the amount of pain people would suffer by losing me. So it is selfish in a way, but then it's also, you're not in that situation feeling the pain that they're feeling. To know that to them, ending that pain and suffering is more important than, it's a bigger pain and suffering than, at least the way they feel, than it would be for the pain and suffering people would feel like if I wasn't around. Now, I'm not suicidal at all. I've been over my depression for years. I've had fits of it come back up a little bit recently, but I'm not anywhere near as bad as I was. So my suicidal thoughts haven't been around for like 15 years. So you don't gotta worry about me. I gotta worry about my fiance sometimes, but I'm not gonna get too deep into her stuff. That's her. It's my life too, but it's on her what she wants to share about it. I've shared a few things, probably a few too many things about her depression, but it's on her if she ever wants to get into it. She doesn't even fully understand it. I don't think she ever will. But I try every day to give her a reason to live. So, we're the best community on YouTube. Hey, man. We're a pretty amazing community, that's for sure. See here. Scrolling down. I don't have dreams, thus I don't get disappointed at failing. You know what? One thing I started doing this was part of my recovery process from depression, was I started always expecting the worst every single day. And the thing is, the worst of what I could expect and the worst of what I could imagine is pretty terrible stuff. So, the day never goes as bad as my worst expectations. So then it always ends up being a pretty decent day. That was part of my recovery process from depression. Now, this is before I had kids, and now it's like, yeah, I can imagine the worst possible day of my life, or whatever, but like, it doesn't really matter because kids are just stressful, and I'm not depressed anymore, so I don't think necessarily like that all the time where I wake up every day expecting it to be the worst day ever and then it ends up not being the worst day ever. I don't expect that anymore, but man, kids are stressful. Kids are stressed. Any parent knows this. Kids are stressful. They are wonderful. They are magical. They are beautiful. They are amazing, and I'll never regret having them. But man, are they stressful. They've probably taken years off of my life. Let me put it that way. Nick figures, the thing is, Nintendo doesn't really decide when Wolfenstein 2 is coming out. That's not really on them. All Nintendo can do is approve of when it is submitted to their back end. But, I mean, if it's coming in April, sweet. Your NBA 2K time is still at 500 hours. Yeah, dude, you got me. You've got me way overblown OSG side. I only have 676 total hours played on my Switch. I definitely don't have 500 in NBA 2K18. I feel like I want to play more NBA 2K18 though. I just with the Bucks sucking since the All-Star break, haven't really been in the mood. Although they won today, so maybe when I watch my Netflix show, I'll bust out my NBA 2K18, play some online matches, etc. Because I feel like I'm gonna watch a show before I go to bed because I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep right away. Walmart sponsored the Oscars. It was kind of different because I don't remember the Oscars being sponsored by anything before. I have no idea. I don't really watch the Oscars, so like every now and then I'll check the news and see like, you know, if a movie or an actor or a director that I was hoping would win won. But otherwise I kind of stay away from it. Especially like these days, everything's politically fueled. There's been this big blow up in Hollywood over the past year. And I'm not saying this blow up is wrong. A lot of it's been like sexual assault and allegations and stuff, which is important to get out there. But man, when I was young, it was just about, man, is the movie good? All right, cool, got an award. Nothing wrong with chasing your dreams. I mean, that's what I'm doing here at Nintendo Prime. Nintendo Prime is a dream that you guys are helping make a reality. I don't have dreams. Yeah, like it was my therapist back then that really got me in that mentality of like, if you always expect the worst, nothing is ever going to be as bad as the worst possible thing you can imagine happening. And because of that, you end up enjoying yourself a little bit more because your expectations are set so low that you end up actually becoming happy. It was a really weird, like, reverse psychology mumbo jumbo that when I say this to people who are depressed, they're like, that sounds stupid. When can I ever expect a happy day and get a happy day? I'm like, when you're no longer depressed. Because as long as you're depressed, that's going to impact you every single day and be this big hurdle to happiness. So it's hard to ever have a day where you expect to be happy and have that actually met, because things don't always go as planned. We might have a trip to go to the Dells with my children, and we might have this big master plan that's going to make my fiance all happy, but then one of my kids is cranky, or one craps their pants, or someone threw food in the car, or, you know, they don't go to bed when we want them to go to bed, or the people we thought were going to watch the kids so her and I could spend some time together are sick and couldn't come on the trip, or blah, blah, like something always happens. Life doesn't go according to plan most of the time. And when you're depressed, even a little off kilter from the plan can just drive you just down into the depths. And it is a struggle to get out of there. So, like, if you can get that expectation of every day to be so low, you just expect it to be bad, and you basically you start off the day super, super, super low, and then things start not being that bad, it actually brings you up really, really quick. It doesn't work for everyone. By the way, this does not work for everyone. I'm not saying if you're depressed you should attempt to do this. You should talk to your own therapist and work out what method works for you. But that actually was one of the big things that helped me get out of my depression, to where I stopped. Now I don't wake up every day expecting a bad day or a good day. I just expect to have a day. Some days I do expect to have good days. Tomorrow I expect to have a good content creation day. And something could happen in my life that totally interrupts it, and the only thing that gets out is Prime News. Not true. Our podcast is going to be out tomorrow. Yes, folks, after the 1 week hiatus, our podcast is back. The audio version is already up right now for all Patreon backers, $5 or more. I just put it live like an hour ago. 2 hours ago? No, something like that. You're going to hit the hay. Later, Justin. Let people guess in E3 stuff. Why guess it? The thing is, like, when I make predictions for E3, personally, like, I'm trying to guess what's there. That's not what I expect. You'll see when we do betting specials and stuff like that for E3, here's what I want to happen. Here's my actual expectations. My actual expectations are usually pretty low for E3. That way, I can be blown away. Now, sometimes my expectations are low, and then what happens is actually lower than my expectations. But you know what? It is what it is, right? I don't really get upset about it. I'm not Nintendo, right? If they have a bad E3, I'm not the one impacted by it. They are. I will be okay as long as there's still something going on out there I want to play on some platform, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, PC, or Switch. Thing is, like, I play all platforms, so as long as there's something I want to play somewhere, I'm okay. The thing is, if they have a bad E3, it's actually bad for Nintendo Prime. But it is what it is, you know. I guess I'll have probably one video that'll get a bunch of views when I bitch about how bad their E3 was. So there's that, I suppose. What's up, Big Jelly 57? Welcome to the stream. I'm almost surprised we haven't gotten any super chats or anything since I do not have my normal text up. So it says super chat equals a shot, donation equals a shot. That means like $1 shots tonight, baby. $1. Although, I probably shouldn't be saying anything. I don't think I have any cheap alcohol. I have Cannon Blast. I have tequila. I have an empty UV bottle from Friday that I haven't thrown out yet. I'm out of cheap alcohol. Dang it. That's okay. Because of the strong alcohol, I would probably cut off the alcohol consumption real quick. Holy crud, I'm literally out of cheap stuff. Or low alcohol content stuff. That's not good. Well, I can tell you right now I'm not doing tequila. So, I guess it'll be cap shots of Cannon Blast if anyone does anything. That means I gotta go to booze run. I have to go do a run for some boozy booze. It's okay. It's going to be an interesting run because I'm going to be mixing up some stuff for this month. We're going to have Goldschlager. There's going to be Tabasco sauce involved a little bit in there. There's going to be some rum chata will be back. There'll be some Goldschlager. I can't remember what else I was going to get. I think that thing I was thinking of before where you chug everything, you do realize what I just did. You realize what I just did, Fire Soul? You realize what I just did? I just made $1 more than I had 2 seconds ago. That's what I just did. My willingness to do a cap shot of this for $1. Not a big deal. Whoa, man. By the way, next time I buy rum, I'm actually going to buy rum I like. Instead of the smoky stuff. But I'm not going to fill I'm not going to fill a bottle. Like, I'm not going to grab my UV bottle and be like, oh, yeah, I ripped out the tags. I'm just drinking vodka, baby. I'm drinking vodka. No, I don't lie around here. Yeah, no, I got to do another one. I only did one. That smokiness was not very good. Oh. I should be like, hold on, pause. You guys keep super chatting. I'm going to go to the store quick. Actually, I can't. They're not selling alcohol anymore. So I couldn't even go buy alcohol. Fountain. I could buy beer, I suppose. Hold on. Do I have any alcoholic beverages? God dang it, now I got to do two. Please say I have a beer or wine. Hold on. 1 second. I'm going to go upstairs and check quick if I have anything else, wine or something else I can do shots of. Because holy crud. I mean, this is what, 60 proof? Oh, 70 proof. That's going to get me in trouble quick. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I have any possible drink upstairs I can do instead. Oh boy. Well, I did it to myself. I have no other alcohol in the house. I'm actually glancing around my office right now. Like, please, sir. Like, what happened to my other bottle of UV? I'm pretty sure I never finished the UV Red. I must have finished the UV Red. And there's no... Hold on. I might have one saving grace. Hold on. One little thing of booze that I was saving. No? Bueller? No. Nope. All I got's the hard stuff. Well, congratulations, Big Jelly. I got at least two more to do, unless there... Oh, 3 more to do. Look at that. I'm already burping. That's not good. Maybe I could do it as like a bomb. Mix a little of this low-carb Monster in there. Maybe it won't be so bad then. If I do it as like a bomb shot. I don't know if I have I don't need bomb glasses, though. Oh my gosh, is that another one? Who's that? Oh, $5 from Lonely Moon. Thanks, man. Has that even popped up in chat yet? Or is that a donation? Ah, that was a donation. Nice, man. Well, I appreciate that donation. Let me go to the Streamlabs here. Thank you so much for that donation towards our E3 trip. And by the way, when we're done raising money for our E3 trip, I'm still going to take donations. It's just going to be just straight up donations. There's not going to be like a fundraiser for it after E3. I mean, once we're done with E3, I'm going to be looking at getting camera equipment and stuff like that. And maybe I'll set up like a long-term like stretch goal for the rest of the year. Because I don't have an actual camera. I use a webcam for all my stuff, believe it or not. And when I'm on the go, I'm using my phone. So I want to get a real camera, and I want to get an editing laptop for when I'm on the go, like at E3 and other events. And who knows, maybe we can look at making other trips besides E3. Wouldn't it be cool to like make a trip out to Nintendo America, or go out to the Nintendo World Store for certain events, or maybe go to like a Comic-Con or something sometime? Check that out. Do some coverage of stuff there. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Like, none of that stuff happens in my area, so it's all quite the trip. I want to see if I can turn this into some bombs. I really need to buy some more. You know, for how much drinking I've done on this channel, you figure I would have more drinking stuff. I mean, this Culver's cup's got mount. Is this from today? I think this is from today. Oh! Did we get another? We get $7 or something? What's going on? No mixing, just hard stuff. No, for your $2 one, you will get just hard stuff. I am mixing a little bit into this Mountain Dew quick. This might be bad. I mean, it's rum. I know a rum. It's smoky. Oh, God. Look at the color on this. I don't know if I can... Maybe that just looks like normal Mountain Dew you got, so let me brown it up a little more. There we go. That'll be for 2 of Big Jellies. So I owed Big Jelly 1, 2, 3, plus 1 of just the hard stuff, and then I have the one for the donation. Let me, that does not smell good at all, and that's got Mountain Dew. I better grab my chaser. Here we go. The Mountain Dew barely helped. That's because I've never put rum in Mountain Dew before. You know what? I guess we'll just mix shot glass. So that took care of 2 of them. Here is, because I was doing cap shots before, so they're not full shots because these are only $1 doughs. So I'm not doing full shots. So not on $1 ones anyways. Because we will peel through this. This is actually an expensive bottle, so I don't want to end up not even being able to pay for the bottle of booze. Look at that smoking. Is that steam coming off for you guys? I don't know if it's even showing. It is steaming. It's like liquid death. Oh, God, this looks disgusting. All right, here we go. That was the 3rd one, and then I'll do 1 cap shot that's just the booze for you, Jelly, and I got to hit up that one that donated as well. Yeah, someone donated Fire Soul to E3. I got it. Don't worry, I saw it. I even double-checked to make sure the donation went through when it popped up. I haven't mixed a Monster with a... I don't even know why I have a Monster. I think it was on sale for like $1. Or maybe I bought it because it says Assassin's Creed Origins. That's another game I want to buy. I really want to play Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm not even kidding. I wish it was on Switch. That game I would have sunk hundreds of hours into on Switch. Or at least 100 hours. Alright. Bottoms up. A little more tolerable. A little more tolerable than just Mountain Dew. Oh man, I guess. Whew, 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 whew. I don't have any bread or anything. What's in this bag? Hold on. Something to eat? No. This bag? Something to eat? No. I'm out of food. Bueller? Another soda. This is from, went to the casino a few days ago. Or 5 days ago? Something like that. I went to the casino for a poker tournament. And that was my soda to drink on the way back. Man, I have nothing. I have no munchies. Ah, I do have some munchies. Hold on. I forgot. I got a bunch of these Pirate's Booty aged white cheddar gluten-free baked rice and corn puffs. So not even straight up popcorn. It's baked rice and corn puffs. Never tried it before. My parents gave me it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at the old puffs. You know what? For being a gluten-free snack, that's not too bad. I hope this doesn't expire. No, not yet. Expires in June. Oh! This expires the first day of E3. Ha ha ha. Well, looks like I'm not bringing those snacks for E3. Alright, let me get the cap shot in for Big Jelly. He said no mixing, just hard stuff. Get your cap shot. Thing is, when I mix, you actually get more booze than the cap shot. Although, it's harder for me to do the cap shot because it's just straight booze. Straight booze that I do not enjoy. I need to retire this Cannon Blast, man. I like rum, but this Cannon Blast got a smoky flavor to it. I do not like smoky rum, as I have found out. That's what I get for buying more expensive. I couldn't just buy normal Captain Morgan spiced rum. I had to buy the special Cannonball version. Alright. I'm going to get that one in for the donation. You're going to be at E3? Cool. I'm not doing any meetups at E3. Because I'm going E3 strictly to work. But if you see me, I'm going to be all over that Nintendo booth all the time. That's like the only thing I'm doing. Kind of sucks because I'd like to take a day and enjoy some other stuff. But I highly doubt I'm going to have time to enjoy anything else. I'm going to be E3 boothing the whole time. I'm sure they're going to have tons of games to play. Drinks I enjoy. Rum chata. I enjoy rum chata. Here's the problem with the stuff I enjoy. We go through it really fast. This is supposed to be... This is normally a $50 donation to get me to do a shot of it. 50. The tequila is 100. I freaking hate tequila. But on my next booze run, I'm going to be buying alcohol that I... Like, if I was going out to the bar, like, shots I would be doing with my friends and stuff. Including the Tough Man shot. Tough Man shot's going to be an expensive one to get because it involves pain. Lots and lots of pain. Yeah, Daniel, if you see me, that's great. I'll gladly say hi. You know, maybe we can record a quick video. You'll be like, hey, how's it going? Nate from Nintendo Prime here with this guy who does this for here and get a free... Because I'll probably do like a collage video of like people I've met at E3. Kind of like a vlog. Probably a vlog. Oh, like a vlog from E3. I'll probably put together a vlog for that. Not that a lot of people watch vlogs. Like, Last one from you tonight, Big Jelly. All right. You know what, Jelly? Because I'm mixing the $5 spot on a thing. I'll do a pure booze one for you. By the way, thank you, Big Jelly. The thing is, you only did it because I pointed out that I don't have any stipulations on my shots tonight. But you know what? I made a little bit more money here, like what, $10 more than I had before I said anything. So, whoo, baby. All right, let me get this last one in for you, Big Jelly. Wow. I really need to buy some bomb glasses. I'm going to need it for this new stuff I'm doing. I'm also going to need a mug. It's amaretto, by the way. Remember how I talked about how it was like bourbon or something dropped into a thing with... No, it's amaretto. It's amaretto. What's it called? Amaretto. I think amaretto. Shot dropped into beer and OJ. What is that called? Lunchbox. It's a lunchbox. God, how could I forget that? It's a lunchbox. It's a shot of amaretto dropped into a glass that's half beer, half OJ, and you just chug it all down. God, how could I forget that? Lunchbox. I used to order lunchboxes all the time. They were like $5 or $8. I can't remember what it was. And how good it is obviously depends on which beer you pick out for it. You know, yeah, amaretto in a beer with some OJ. Oh, man. And, like, it's not like a mixed drink. The entire shot glass gets dropped into the beer and OJ. And what happens is the shot glass just kind of floats there. It floats there at the top, believe it or not. I don't know how. It's probably because of the chemical properties and how things weigh and how things float and stuff. Whatever. I'm not going to get into the scientific stuff because I don't know it. But then you got to chug it all down without dropping the shot glass out of the mug. Man, lunchboxes are... God, I used to do it. Pour orange juice into a highball glass first, followed by beer, and then amaretto. Southern Comfort. Some people do it with a Southern Comfort dropped in the middle instead of amaretto. The ones that we do around here are just amaretto dropped in the middle. I've done the Southern Comfort version. That's more of a... Ironically, when I go to like Madison in Wisconsin, they do they do it with the Southern Comfort, but up here they only do it with the amaretto. Maybe because they're weak sauce around here. I don't know. Beats me. We're gonna make it happen. People trying to shut down the rumor are just haters or people who don't like Emily Rogers. I think she was the one who came up with the rumor. There's a lot of people that don't like Emily Rogers, so. Oh crap! I still owe one for that $5 spot on. Don't worry, I didn't forget. I'm not drunk, not yet. Don't worry, I still got you. Who was it? Lonely Moon, who donated $5. Don't worry, bro. I still got you. We got a mix here. We got a half and half mix of booze and Monster. For kind of sort of an impromptu bomb, although a bomb shot technically has more of the Monster than the booze by a significant margin. Like, I gotta buy the stuff to do cherry bombs and Jaeger bombs. God, I love cherry bombs and Jaeger bombs. Plus, you know, that could replace like my soda intake. I could drink a water, and every time I need to pep up, the shot I sub in is like a cherry bomb or a Jaeger bomb. And that's got the energy drink kick with the Red Bull. Yeah. By the way, you're not supposed to drink energy drinks with alcohol. Whoop-diddy-doo. That's a thing that scientists say. Science! For science. Let me see what the chat is saying. I'm a little nervous on this one. My stomach's churning a little bit from that cannon blast. Media Indie Exchange. That's how you're getting into E3? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, and one of the days was a rooftop indie games party for press. I was able to go last year through my friend's podcast. It's really fun. You should try to go to it. Maybe. We'll see. The thing is, Daniel, I've never actually been to any E3 party. I've only gone to E3 one year, so obviously, I'm kind of a noob and had no connections, and the only connection I made there is some guy that no longer works at Nintendo, so it doesn't do me any good. Although I think he works at Blizzard now. It's funny, I think I know 2 people now that work at Blizzard. Although that guy's never done anything for me, and 2 Holmes has. And I can say 2 Holmes because he's one of our Patreon backers and he supports us, and he's the one who gave me a free year of World of Warcraft, which I greatly appreciate. Because he gets multiple keys for free years or something. I don't know. He explained it to me at one point on why he was willing to give me a free year of World of Warcraft. But am I gonna buy Kirby? I'll say now what I have always said: if I have the money. And it's not going to be where I purchase it and then like the next day I feel like I could have used that money for food or something. I mean, it's not that I don't want Kirby. It's that I don't know if I want it enough that I need to spend the money right now. You know what I mean? The thing is I want a physical like every physical Switch game that comes out, I want it. Whether or not I'm going to play it or not, I want a complete physical. Like, I actually want to collect the physical games. So, like, I want to grab, like stuff like this. And wherever my Payday one is, ARMS 1-2 Switch. And, like, I want to... Oh, there's my Payday one. I want to, just to prove, Payday 2. I want a full collection. And what I'm going to do for one of my videos, out in my man cave, I already have a wall. And what I'm going to do is put up shelving. And I want to have all of the Switch physical games there, the whole collection, and that's gonna be like a background shot for a type of video I do. So not only is it something where I want a complete collection, I think it would be a cool background shot for types of videos I make. That's just me. And I'll obviously have boxes for I've kept all my boxes for my Switch accessories too, like the Pro controllers and Joy-Cons and stuff like that. Switch box is still over there. Yeah, something I just kind of want to make happen. Heck, I mean, I don't really need the games. I really just need the boxes. I mean, I want the games too. I do want the games too. But, like everyone says, hint, hint, I'm not asking for games. But if people want to send me their Switch boxes because they don't need them anymore for their games, I'll take those. Because then I can fake it. I'm not going to fake like I have it. You know what? It's not really a collection if you don't have the games, right? I have a complete Switch box collection. All the game boxes. I have them all. All right, let me get that $5 one in. Hold on. Oh, that one came back up a little bit. Not a Cannon Blast fan. We drinking for science now? In the future. In the future, we'll be doing some lunch boxes. Let's see here. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Ron, what level should I be because I'm only level 21? What are you talking about? 2K done, 1K to go. Well, if you're talking about donations, it's 1.5K to go, technically. Just so you know. Well, 1.4 thousand, whatever. 1.4 thousand. 1.400. 1,435. Something like that. Yeah, I'd love to go over. But we'll take what we got. Let me just check something here. I just gotta see where Zach's money from Friday that he donated went. Pretty sure I have it here. Just give me a second. One second. Just checking on something. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Basically, what I'm making sure is that Zachary's money went where it was supposed to go. So I'm just checking some balance sheets here. Because I don't remember seeing... Now, granted, I was drinking. I know I was drinking. Oh, there it is. Wait, no. Okay. Yeah, it didn't give me the full fees. So there's a $5 one. $10 one. I'm just looking here. Okay. Yeah. All right. There it all is. All right. It's all in there. All right. I just had to make sure, Zach. Because the money, my PayPal money, it got mixed in with my other money, so I have to... don't worry, it's there. I just have to make sure that what's happening is... show you right now. Is... So, what I'm starting to do, because I have other revenue that comes into my PayPal, so like when you donate and it goes through PayPal, what I started to do, I did this today, is I'm going to like the ATM and stuff. This time I happened to go to a bank. And I'm taking out money. Like, look at this. This right here is all donation money. This money is going to be going into, let me see. I might be doing this with all the money, by the way. Like, when I withdraw the other stuff that's sitting on Streamlabs, I might pull it out as well. Because what I want to do is I want to make sure all of the donation money is separated from my personal income. So separate it out, put it in a jar in my office. Now, granted, that does take the risk of someone could break into my house and blah, 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 blah. But you know what? If someone wants to break in and steal money, I have renter's insurance, baby. I'll get fully refunded. Minus $500. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Hold on. You know where I'm going to put it? I am going to store all of the money inside my Pro Controller box. And this Pro Controller box is going to be put in a safe. So don't worry about it. That's 230 out of the 2,065 put away for E3. I have to go pull out the rest. A bunch of it's sitting on Streamlabs, and there's more of it in my PayPal. I'm limited on how much money I can take out every day from my PayPal, but I'm going to take it out and I'll exchange it probably for hundreds, and so I don't have a zillion 20s in there, and make it all nice. So I know I have the money. And then when I go to make the bookings, I will put it into my actual bank, not my PayPal. Because most of my revenue comes through my PayPal. Put it in my actual bank, and I'll make all the reservations with my bank card. Royal Credit Union, by the way, is my bank. Alright. And that way, one day when people are like, you don't have that donation money, I'll be like, really? It's right here. Make it rain. Make it rain donation money. Not really. I don't really want to fork the money to you guys. Because it's not really my money. That money I put in there, it's like, no, that's gone. It's not. I don't get to pocket this money, man. All that donation money for E3, I don't get to pocket any of that crap, man. It all goes to pay for the trip. And if there's anything left over, that's another thing too. Like, raising money past what we need is actually nice, because if there's any money left over, like a significant chunk, like say there's $500, say I get back from E3 and we still have $500 left, guess what? I can use that towards a camera. So there's that as well. But I have to rent. I literally have to rent a computer, by the way, for this trip. Rent a computer. Can you believe that? Because I don't have a laptop capable of editing videos now. Pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. But it's alright. There's places that rent it, so that's Vegas money, baby. Mike Jacoby, I don't want to hear it. I have been drinking a lot more water. If you must know, I probably drink like 6 or 7 bottles of water a day. I drink a lot of water. But water, I'm sure you've chased alcohol with water. It's disgusting. The whole point of doing a chaser, by the way, is to get rid of the flavor of the alcohol as fast as you possibly can. Water does not get rid of the flavor of alcohol. It just kind of skirts by, and then the liquor just sits there lining your throat. It's just gross. Water does not make for a very good chaser with alcohol. I mean, it's fine for taking pills. It's fine for helping you down food. I mean, it's fine to help you live. But soda and orange juice and milk and stuff like that. Although I probably wouldn't drink milk with booze because that just feels like a bad mix. And these are gluten-free. It's only 70 calories in here. And I didn't eat dinner today. I didn't eat lunch today. Holy shit. I haven't ate since 9 a.m. It's like midnight now. Holy shit. I haven't ate since 9 a.m. That's why I'm so hungry. God, I haven't eaten. What have I been doing? Oh, I was painting all day. I've been painting at my grandma's house since 10 a.m. I ate, got my kids dropped off at my parents' house so they could watch them and give my fiance a break, and then I didn't get back here until like 6. I just haven't ate today. Paint all day. But it's all done. The painting's all done. Woo, woo, woo. I hate painting. I hate painting rooms and stuff like that. It's such a pain in the butt. Cut a lemon. Stick a Kool-Aid jammer in there and water becomes a chaser. Doesn't work. I've tried like Kool-Aid as a chaser. It doesn't work very well. Kool-Aid jammer. Don't worry about it. You guys, with my weight, don't worry about it. My weight is not your guys' concern. There's a lot more stuff that has to happen before I start rededicating back to my weight loss. I'll have news, though. I'll do a live stream, actually, about my weight loss stuff here before the end of the month, I guarantee. I have something to announce about my weight loss, so. But I'm not going to talk about it tonight. There's still some stuff I'm working on behind the scenes. But needless to say that there's going to be like a series, basically a series on YouTube here that's going to be helping motivate me to keep going. Well, we'll get into it here. It'll basically be the weekly weigh-in live stream kind of thing. But I got more stuff I'm working out with it, and the gym and everything. Like, we haven't paid our gym bill, so I gotta get that paid here as soon as I get paid. Because I'm not using. I have donation money sitting in my PayPal, and I'm not using donation money to pay for that. That's E3 money. So I gotta wait for my paycheck, which comes. My YouTube paycheck comes on the 15th. So next week, Thursday. Patreon money, I think, comes this week, though. Maybe I can renew our membership with that. I can't believe we didn't pay that bill. So well, I was sick. I basically haven't gone to the gym in like a month. Pisses me off. I was doing so good with the gym, too. I was hitting it 3 times a week for half hour to an hour every time. Anyways. Later, guys. Mike Jacoby. Now, here's the deal. Guys, here's the deal. I'm not cutting soda out of my life, so stop it. Stop it. It's not happening. Trust me, I'm aware I lose 20 pounds every time I've cut soda out of my life. I've done this before. I have cut 20 pounds off of myself. It never gets more than that, but it takes a cool 20 pounds off. The only time I will get to the point that I'm going to cut soda out of my diet is when I get to essentially to the point that I'm roughly 10 pounds or so away from where I want to be. Then I might cut soda out for a little while to get my weight down to where I want to be, to give me that extra kick down. And then I will probably reintroduce soda, but then work on a workout and diet regime that helps me maintain it. I'm not going to completely kick out soda because I enjoy it. I feel like there's a lot of health nuts out there that eat completely healthy. They never eat fast food. They never eat this. They never eat that. Here's the deal. I'm going to still eat some of that junk. What I need to do is I need to make sure I'm monitoring my calorie intake, my sugar intake, make sure I'm working out enough, and I'm supplementing the fact that I want to keep drinking soda. I'm supplementing the fact that every now and then I'm going to eat a damn burger. It's going to happen. So I need to get myself to the point that I can do stuff like that. And part of that is with working out, getting more active, and gets my metabolism going. My metabolism isn't shot yet. I actually proved that to myself 2 months ago when I was working out, every day a week, 3 days a week. All of that, like, I was losing weight rapidly, not just from the workouts, but even between, even days I wasn't working out. Because I was more active consistently, my metabolism started kicking up like it used to when I was younger and playing sports, where it didn't matter if I worked out or not. I was doing enough workouts and practices and stuff every single week that my body was just constantly burning stuff like crazy, and it was going nuts. I don't know if you guys could tell, I quickly dropped 30 pounds. It was insane. But over this past month, being sick and losing my gym membership and my fiance getting the flu, so basically me not having any time to go, it's led to me gaining a lot of that weight back, which sucks. But we'll talk about it more later this month when when I'm doing something extra special to make sure, even if I can't get to the gym, even if something happens, where I can't get to the gym or the gym membership's expired or whatever's going on, I'm going to have backup plans in place and a whole diet regime I'm going to be working on that's still going to allow me to have soda and have cheat days. But in between the soda and the cheat days and stuff like that, there's going to be, and the drinking, obviously, I have to compensate as well for the fact that I'm drinking alcohol during live streams, is a diet regime throughout the day that allows me to do that. And I already know what one will do it because I've done it before. Believe it or not, I have been this heavy before and slimmed myself back down. I've done it. I can do it. I know what's up. I got it. It is our concern because we want to stay healthy and keep making good videos. You don't got to worry about that, Mike Jacoby. I ain't going anywhere. I am healthy. My health scare, it's really weird. My health scare from this past month was not weight related. My entire health scare that I had that might have scared people because it was risky that I could have died wasn't weight caused. It was caused by a certain cold virus that hit me. Triggered my asthma. Basically, they told me it doesn't matter if I was a twig or if I weighed 700 pounds. This cold virus would have affected me. I don't say I weighed 700 pounds. I already have breathing issues, so you can argue that it would have affected me even more, but whatever. My breathing issues aren't affected right now. Like, no, all of that was related to a triggering of my childhood asthma, which also can trigger my childhood seizures, which could kill me. But I could be as skinny as a twig, and that still would happen. So my health scare right now, believe it or not, it's really weird to be as big as I am right now and have a doctor look me in the face and tell me, hey, man, you're 100% healthy. All they tell me, but here's the deal, your weight puts you at risk, higher risk than normal, that you're not always going to be 100% healthy, right? You're going to come in and have blood pressure issues someday, or come in and have high sugar levels, or high this or high that. Like, the way you're dieting and enjoying your life, it's one of those things where it puts me at higher risk of having things, but so far nothing has happened because of my weight. So it's one of those things that me working out and slimming down is just me trying to decrease the risk of having future health issues. But I still could get those health issues even with working out and even with cutting out soda and doing any other diet stuff. Those health issues can still happen. It's just lowering the risk. But right now, my risk doesn't really... He said based on where my counts and net levels are right now, because I went through all this stuff this past month, I'm not even close to any sort of danger zone. It's really weird. He said, so what's going to happen if I keep living the way I am from my mid-30s to my early 40s? They said that's when I'm more likely to notice, like if I stay obese, more likely to notice adverse health effects and stuff like that. The only adverse health effect right now is that I'm out of shape. So, like, if I'm sprinting around with my kids, I get winded faster. But that can happen even when you're skinny. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're in shape either. I'm used to being really, really athletic and all that stuff. Now, I am playing volleyball this summer as well, and I want to get into a basketball league this fall, and blah, 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 blah. So, like, I'm going to get back involved in sports as well. Sports is a big motivating thing for me to get in shape. I love sports. Watching and playing. See what else people say. Just keep up the good videos, man. I've been watching for years. Mike Jacoby, how long have you been watching? I've only been doing the Nintendo Prime thing for a little over a year. on YouTube. Now, there was a prior YouTube channel for Nintendo Prime that hosted basically just the podcast. There wasn't really any other videos. There's just the podcast. And I guess that's been around since 2016, but hardly anyone saw that channel. It had 80 subscribers. 80 subs over 2 years. So, like, people weren't watching the stuff there. I can attest to that. Yeah. Dude, like, being skinny, being fat has nothing to do with being in shape. That's the thing. Like, it's harder for me to get in shape because I am fat compared to a skinny person. However, we have the same adverse health effects, like when we were trying to run and we're trying to do, really high athletic things, high activity things. Like, we have the exact same getting winded and blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, like, I honestly, over a lot of skinny people that are also out of shape, I could probably, like, outdo them in many physical activities because I'm still extremely athletic. I can still do flips. I can't flip up off the ground right now. I used to be able to do, like, the little back sprint. Well, not back sprint. It's where like, you're on the, like, I do a dance move. I do, like, this break dance move, and then you would fall on your back and then put your hands like this and flip up. I haven't been able to do that for 3 years. And that's weight related. Last one I landed was oh geez. Let me look at the calendar. It was in 2015. I landed one on New Year's Eve in 2015. So New Year's Day, I guess it was. It was like 3 a.m. I had been drinking, but I landed one then. That's the last time I successfully pulled one off. So one of my goals is to get my weight down enough so I could do that again. Never gonna break dance again. I'm getting too old for that kind of crap. Like with my knee issues and everything. Like, I'm just not gonna break dance again. I love dancing, by the way. That was one way also. Like, I used to, when I drank so much when I was younger, that my weight stayed. I was overweight, but it stayed at where I was comfortable. Which, by the way, my ideal weight's 150. I'm comfortable 30 pounds past that. I'm comfortable at 180. I'm 70 pounds more than that right now. So I'm comfortable at 180 and under. I don't care if I ever get back to my ideal. 180 and under, I'm comfortable. So that's kind of where I want to live. I want to live in that 150 to 180 range. I don't care about getting my body fat percentage really low and any of that crap. So 150 to 180. I want to live in that range. And one way I kept myself in that range despite bad eating habits and all the drinking was every time I went out to drink, I went to clubs and I danced for like 7 straight hours. And I danced hard. I don't know. By the time I was done, I'd get home and I would not pass out from the booze, but from exhaustion. So I was burning so many calories dancing. If you guys ever like go do professional dancing or like take dance classes, it takes a lot of energy. And that kept me, again, kept my metabolism up, and I just like dancing. I love dancing. Dancing is my jam. Well, Big Jelly looks like he was the only one super chatting. Plus, we had the little $5 spot from, let me go, I don't want to download. Go to my Streamlabs home here. Plus, we have the $5 spot from, I think it was Lonely Moon. Just double checking. Thank you guys so much for your support. How tall am I? Are you trying to look up my ideal weight? How tall do you think I am? How tall do you think I am? I'm just curious how tall you think I am. I'm 5'5", by the way. And there's a 30-second delay in there. So, what you'll notice when you look up like what my ideal weight should be is it'll say my ideal weight is between 114 to 139. But according to my doctors, because of my body build, because like your ideal weight is not just based on your height, it's based on like the size of your bones and blah blah blah. My ideal weight, my like theoretical where I should want to be at all times is 145. 145, that's what I was my senior year in high school. I was ripped. I had a six-pack. I had a low body count. I mean, these, there was more, like I'm flexing right now because I had this fat down here. There was no fat. It was just a big bulge, and My shoulders are even more boxy than now from all the squatting and stuff. Because my shoulders, once I start carrying weight on my shoulders, they really like bulk out to like here. It's really weird. Obviously, I didn't have this neck fat. Trying to draw my face back to show you guys what I used to look like. That's my ideal weight. I'm never gonna hit my ideal weight. Yeah, I'm never gonna hit my ideal weight because I don't want to. I don't care. I don't care about living my ripped life. And granted, I could be 145 without being ripped. Like, your ideal weight doesn't mean you have to be ripped. But the type of workouts I would do to hit 145, I would end up being ripped again, and I don't really care about that. It doesn't interest me. Guys, I don't need health advice. Stop. Let's be like, oh, so cardio 4 days a week, 90 minutes is all you need. If you like dancing, try Zumba. Like, I don't need advice, guys. I'm good. I already know what I'm gonna do. I've been here before. The most I have ever weighed, I weighed 300 5 years ago, and literally in 6 months, I was back down to 160. Granted, I'm older now, so it's probably gonna take me a year and a half now. It's probably not gonna be a 6 month process because I'm in my 30s now. I'm not in my mid 20s, but I know what to do. You don't gotta worry about it. And the thing is, it's not what to do to get down to my ideal weight. I can get down to it. It's getting into a lifestyle that I can continue to keep, right? Like, I can do a lot of things, like the Zumba, but things I'm not going to keep doing Zumba. I can't. What's not understandable to a lot of people, like when you talk about how, oh, it's just cardio, 90 minutes, like, it's so easy to get sidetracked from that because of my children, because of my fiance with depression. You know that, like, my work schedule for Nintendo Prime, all over the place. My videos are recorded at different times every single day. That's why there's not a consistent release time for Prime News and stuff like that. Because there's not even consistent time for the start of my live streams. Because I don't have that time. You know, like, I might be like, oh, I'm putting my kids to bed at 8. They might not actually fall asleep till midnight. So, for 4 hours there, I can't really be working out. Because when I do certain workouts, I can't really hear my kids. Even when I'm on the other side of the door. I don't want to get into it. I have a ringing ear issue. But anyways. So, it is what it is. But I already know what I'm going to do. I can get down to my weight. I ain't worried about it. You guys ain't going to worry about it. It's a lifestyle that I can maintain. And yes, that means there's still going to be soda involved. Because I want soda to be involved. And that just means that other choices in my lifestyle are going to really suck. Like, as an example, only being able to have pizza and tacos on my cheat day is going to suck. I love pizza and I love tacos. But until I get my metabolism going, until I get to a consistent calorie burn on the daily, I can't have that kind of crap. I got to get down to my weight and then I got to maintain. As I said, I have a big fluctuation point between 50 and 80 pounds that I you know, whatever. So, like, if I'm down to 160, I got 20 pounds of play there. I might cheat a little bit extra one week and have a couple days of pizza and tacos. But, you know what I mean. I know what to do. Been here before, guys. I am a former athlete. I know what's up. I got this. No, I'm not cutting on food. Ruse. But you have to understand, it's not cutting on food. No. And by the way, if it's just about keeping my heart rate at a higher level, that's not at all what cardio is all about. Let me explain something. Cardio is not just about heart rate. Because I could drink this Monster right now. This Monster I opened up for shots. I could down this whole thing in the next 5 minutes. And for the next 90 minutes, my heart rate's going to be really, really fast. But you know what? I'm not losing any weight doing that. I am actually gaining weight. Not just from, even though this is a low-carb Monster, not just from the contents of this am I gaining weight, but because it's not just about your heart rate going. Believe it or not, your heart rate staying raised isn't what makes you lose weight with cardio. Well, your heart rate being raised while you're doing cardio is letting you know that you're working hard enough to lose weight. I don't know if you've ever... No, my grandma's a nutritionist. My aunt is an actual trainer. Cardio isn't just about your heart rate. The heart rate is how you know that you're working out hard enough with your cardio. The heart actually pumping fast isn't what makes you lose weight. It's more so a way for you to self-monitor that you're working out hard enough to lose weight. So, like, say I'm on a treadmill and I'm just at walking speed and my heart rate's not increasing. I'm not working out hard enough to burn enough. Like, you're still burning calories. You're always burning calories. But I'm not working out hard enough to burn enough calories to meet my goals. So I want to get my pace up on a treadmill, as an example, to the point that my heartbeat's going fast enough. Once it hits a certain point, a certain heart rate, then I know I have achieved my optimal calorie burning state, and I have to maintain that. Anyways, I don't know why we're talking about this crap. I've been down this road, guys. You ain't gotta worry about it. Ain't gotta worry about this guy. No, I can't play Switch while I work out, guys. When I work out, I sweat like crazy. Even when I was like ripped, I'm a heavy sweater. So like I'll be playing on the bike, it's gonna slip out of my hands and bash. No, my Switch is not involved in my workouts. I mean, if there's ever like a Wii Fit U or Switch Fit U that comes out, maybe I'll do some light workouts at home on my off days with it. Keep track of my BMI with it or whatever. But my BMI, even at like 170, is going to say I'm overweight, which is fine. I don't care about being overweight. I care about being obese, right? Obese is the issue. Being overweight is not necessarily an issue health-wise. My increased risk, say I weigh 180 on the dot, my increased health risk from weighing 149 to weighing 180 is very minimal. The increased health risk is very small. Once you hit that 190, 200 plus mark, that's when the risk increase becomes very noticeable. But again, it's always just a risk increase, no guarantee. Like, I could be obese for the rest of my life, have no health issues, and die in my sleep when I'm 115. Just like they say, oh, you shouldn't eat so much bacon, and then you have people that pound like 3 pounds of bacon every single morning and live till they're 120 and die in their sleep peacefully because their brain just stopped functioning or something. Or the lungs stopped working because they're just old. So, again, I ain't worried. I ain't scared. You ain't gotta worry about me. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a Switch Fit someday. If Labo takes off, and then they release like another casual kind of game that takes off as well, I can see them bringing out a Switch Fit. It's basically Wii Fit U, but like you could use it anywhere now, and I don't know if they could do a balance board thing again. They'd have to find a different way. Hope it's not the heart rate monitor that they talked about before. No, I've got... Where are they? I've got head. I use earbuds when I work out. When I work out at the YMCA, I used to have a membership at the Y. So I actually have a brand new pair of really cheap earbuds right here. I usually use cheap ones when I'm working out because like I have nicer ones. But sometimes I ruin them, and I like using those like when I'm mowing the grass and stuff like that during the summer. No, when I was at the YMCA, what was cool about the Y is that they have TVs like on the actual workout equipment, so you could like. I would go when there's like a Bucks game, right? Like Milwaukee Bucks are playing. I would basically go and show up either at the beginning of the game or at halftime and watch the rest of the game or watch the entire game there while I'm doing some cardio. I might do bike, I might do ellipticals, I might do stairs. Treadmill, I usually do about a mile on the treadmill. I don't go too crazy on the treadmill because of my flat feet. I can't afford my inserts right now. I can't afford new ones. I need new ones. So I don't usually go too crazy on the treadmill. But I'll usually put in a mile jog or something on the treadmill. And then the elliptical, and then stairs. And I also have my weightlifting days as well. I usually do at least half. I basically do cardio on all 3 of my workout days. One of the workout days is just cardio. The other workout day is like a half and half. So I'll do like at least 15 minutes of upper body or lower body lifting, and then the rest will be cardio. Either from a half hour to an hour a day. Kind of depends on my time that day, but I always guarantee a half-hour session. That's why I always do 15 minutes of lifting, then I hit the cardio, and then if I find out I can be there for another half hour, I'll go back and do 15 more minutes of lifting and more cardio. And the cardio also does include crunches and all that kind of stuff. I know that some people consider that part of weightlifting, I guess, but I do that stuff as well. No. And then I have what I'm trying to, and this is one reason why I'm getting back into volleyball, and well, I played volleyball last year, is that my volleyball game and my basketball game that I'm going to be in my men's league is going to replace one of my workouts every week for cardio. And you might be like, oh, a volleyball game that replaces your cardio? Dude, I work hard in those volleyball games, man. They get intense. You play like 7 matches, and it goes up to 21, and it gets intense. It gets intense. And you're out in the hot sun, which makes you sweat and makes you burn more calories. Yeah, maybe I might have a beer. Usually I wait to drink the beer till after the match. I'm drinking water throughout the match. Gotta stay hydrated, and it's hot sun. But yeah, so that'll replace one of my days because I love sports. I would love to just play basketball hardcore 3 days a week, but I don't think I can make that happen with my current schedule. Plus, I still have to live stream for you guys and make videos and do all that fun stuff. No one around here has rental bikes. Nope. The thing is though, I'm getting one of my parents' bikes this summer. They're buying new bikes. They actually do bike riding. So one of my cardio days, or if it's a day, I shouldn't say one of my cardio days, but if it's a day that I can't get out to the gym, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go for a bike ride. And when I do that, like if I can't get out, it's because I have my kids. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my kids on the bike ride. My daughter can already ride bike on her own. Granted, I might not be able to get as intense as I want, but we're going to attach a basket to it to take my 2-year-old. My 2-year-old he'll be turning 3, but he's not going to be riding a bike. I might even make it a double seat one, so I can put my 4-year-old in there as well, because he'll want to ride bike for a little bit, and then suddenly he'll just not want to ride anymore. So I'll put like a little kid bike rack on the back so I can hang his bike when he wants to chill in there with Ollie. And then and then Melody can actually ride her bike pretty decent now. She has an issue going up hills. Last time I rode bike with her last summer, she's not using training wheels anymore. We were going up a hill, and I went up to the top of the hill, and she was walking her bike up. So I went all the way back down the hill, and then back up the hill, back down the hill, back up the hill. I did that like 6 times while I waited for her to get up the hill. But man, that was a workout. That was intense. But yeah. That'll be on days when I can't hit the gym, because there's always going to be like I want to hit the gym 3 days a week, but like there's always going to be like that day that it's just not going to happen. And we're locked in. By the way, this gym membership, we're locked in for a year, so like we're going to have it no matter what. So I'm not worried about it. I just have to pay the damn bill, and if I don't pay the damn bill, they charge me all at once, which would suck. And if I don't pay that, it goes to collections. I don't need that happening. So, yeah, dude, people jog in parks a lot or go on walks. People go on walks and they jog a lot. I used to ride bike through the park a lot. I used to go because we have this park called Irvine Park. It's actually a really nice park. There's like a little petting zoo in it and the animals and playground. It's really nice. I used to bike from the bottom of it all the way to the top where Flag Hill is, and then bike all the way back down. And then obviously the down ride was always a little bit nicer because you're going downhill a lot of the ways. Basically what it was a nice cool down, right? You're going up and you actually work really, really hard because it's uphill most of the way, and then you get that nice cool down, through most of the way until you get back to the literal bottom of the park where the petting zoo and everything is, and then you obviously have to pedal again. But it was a really nice cool down period. And then I would end up biking all the way home. Now, I don't live by the park now, so I would definitely I shouldn't say definitely. No, I probably wouldn't bike out to the park. I would either drive out there and have my bike with me, or there's actually bike trails not too far away from where I live. I haven't taken them since I moved out here, but I know where they are. Because I used to live in a different part of town, and I would end up coming on the bike trails up here and then back around. Yeah. I like biking. Biking's okay. It's not something that I avidly enjoy, but it's a nice getaway. Hey, the Green Gamer 64. Yeah, it's a 24-hour gym. Has to be 24 hours because otherwise my availabilities are outside of normal opening availabilities. As an example, after my kids go to bed, guess what? The YMCA, Gold's Gym, all that stuff is closed. So it's got to be 24 hours. Or I have to hit it so early in the morning. You know, say I wake up at 4 a.m., go work out for a half hour. What I actually got a habit of at the beginning of my workouts earlier this year, for the first month, it was I would work out before bed. Like, I would be done with my live stream, go hit the gym. Like, literally, I would leave the live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, go hit the gym, work out hardcore, and just get completely exhausted. And come home and go to bed. It actually was really nice. But then, obviously, the more and more I did that, the more and more when I was done with my workout, I was more awake before the workout than before. But it's a really good way that I was doing it then. And honestly, I don't mind being up late. It doesn't really bother me. Get payday too. Your birthday tomorrow and you're getting a Switch. Congrats, man. Welcome to the Switch family. Hold it up for you. No, they don't sell a Switch that comes with the Nintendo Prime Neon Blue Joy-Cons. I had to buy these separately. I don't even have the OG Joy-Cons for this anymore. I sold the black ones. I know, get mad at me. I needed money. I'm a lot better off with money now than I was back then. I was struggling a lot more. I still struggle. I still live paycheck to paycheck. But a lot more comfortably between paychecks than I used to. I used to be to the point where, like, my paycheck would come, it's entirely gone that day, and then 4 days later, we don't know how we're going to eat. So I'd have to figure something out. And sometimes figuring that out meant selling Joy-Cons and stuff. But we've been pretty successful the last 3 months. So we've been a lot better off. Now we're making it paycheck to paycheck, literally without running out of money until right before the next paycheck. Like, I'm out of money now, but I still have like $20 for like gas money and stuff like that, and we have groceries, and yeah. And I have, whatchamacallit, I have Patreon money coming this week, so we are all good. We're all good. Patreon money, and then I have my YouTube money hit next week, and then the week after that, I have my money for my second job comes in, so. Super Mario Odyssey! Have fun with that, man. I got 90 hours in it. Fun game. Fun game, man. Especially, I mean, obviously, if you like Mario, 3D Mario's fun game. Obviously, if you haven't played Breath of the Wild and you like Zelda, I suggest getting Breath of the Wild. But if you like open world RPG kind of games, you don't even have to like Zelda games. Otherwise, there's all the normal ARMS, Splatoon, Fire Emblem Warriors, if you like Warriors games, and Fire Emblem. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the best Switch exclusive. I need to make a video on that, so I'm going to get so much hate. So much hate for that video. But you know what? It's all good. I'm working on that video. It's a slow process because I want to make sure my argument for Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is extremely thorough, not like this off the cusp. You know, a lot of my reactions to things are off the cusp. For my statement that this game is the best exclusive, you know, I really got to put together a very strong, compelling argument. And at the end, it's still going to come down to subjectiveness, but at least I have my subjectiveness backed up with all of the aspects I like about this game. And then I'll go through the other Switch exclusives that are considered better, and then why I prefer Mario plus Rabbids over that. So why do I prefer it over Odyssey? Why do I prefer it over Splatoon 2? Why do I prefer it over ARMS? Or why do I prefer it over Fire Emblem? Why do I prefer it over Kirby that's coming out? Etc., 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 etc. We'll see. Or it's just going to turn into a rant video, and I'm just going to go off the cusp. Because otherwise maybe it'll never get done. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is not Switch exclusive. So potentially, if he has a Wii U, he might have already played Breath of the Wild, played a bunch of it. Xenoblade 2, dude, that is the one game on my backlog I need to put more hours in. I got 15 hours in. And I'm not just saying to put hours in, like, I actually want to beat the main story in Xenoblade 2. I really enjoyed my time with Xenoblade 2. Just, it's such an in-depth game. Like, it needs long play sessions. I can't, Xenoblade 2 is not a game. The reason I don't have as many hours is because it's not a game I could just pick up and play on a stream for a couple hours. I got to sit down and do like a 5-hour session with that game. So. Oh, you haven't played the first Luigi's Mansion? Man. I hope they re-release it on Switch, dude. Luigi's Mansion is tight. Anyways, it's almost 1 a.m. I'm gonna go hit the sack. I'm very warm right now, too, so I got to take off my Bucks jersey, even though my man, Giannis, I think he went off for 35, 7, and 9 tonight. My boy. I have a Jabari Parker jersey as well. And Jabari Parker had a very nice night. I need to get my Bledsoe jersey. I need to get one. I'm waiting for a good sale because I buy the official jerseys. I don't buy the knockoffs. So I got to wait for a good sale. Every now and then they'll have a 50% off sale, and that's usually when I'll consider buying a new jersey if I have the money. Yes, instead of buying a new game, I get a new jersey. I'm a big sports fan, so suck it. All right, guys, peace out. Peace out. Stop recording. Why are you recording? I can record while I stream. That's cool. OBS only needs to let me do one or the other.